Hello again, this is Robert Hayden, and I'm going to talk a little bit about chi level dampness and damp heat. The chi level involves two zong organs, the lung and the spleen, along with the fu organs, stomach and intestines, gallbladder, triple burner, and urinary bladder. Problems of the chi level are generally due to either pathogenic exterior heat penetrating and battling with the correct chi, or pathogenic dampness going straight through to the chi level and disrupting the chi dynamic. The wei and chi are levels where there are exit routes for the pathogen. In the wei level, it's on the surface through the sweat, and the chi level, it's through the fu organs. The yin and shui levels, construction or nutritive and blood levels, involve blood, shen, and essence storing organs, and there are no exits. And this is why it's crucial to keep the pathogen out of these deeper levels. And if they're breached, the idea is to kick the pathogen back out to the chi level where it can be eliminated via one of the exit routes. Dampness has a sticky, obstructive nature, and it's easy for dampness to become lodged in the chi level where it will interfere with the chi dynamic of the middle burner, causing more dampness due to disruption of the spleen's upbearing function and non-transformation of ingested food and fluids. And all the extra dampness creates heat from stagnation. One of the most commonly cited formulas for chi level damp heat is called 3-seed or 3-nut decoction san ren tang, and the formula is based on a 3 burners treatment strategy for eliminating dampness. In the upper burner, restore the lungs' diffusing and descending function and maintain regular flow through the waterways. And this action is given to Xing Ren, which is warm, bitter, and descending. In the middle jiao, transform turbid dampness with these acrid aromatic types of herbs and rectify the qi dynamic of the stomach and spleen. And this action is primarily given to Baikou-ren or Baidoko, which is the cluster, the cardamom cluster, aided by magnolia bark, hopo, these warm, acrid, aromatic substances. And then finally, in the lower burner, percolate dampness, disinhibit urine with Job's Tears, Yi Ren, aided by Tong Tsao, Lugen, Huasher, all these sweet, bland medicinals which help to percolate urine and get rid of dampness in the lower burner. So to restore the lungs diffusing and descending function in the upper burner, I would go with lung 7. Lung 7 both regulates the surface, which opens up another exit route through the sweat pores, and also descends the lung qi. Lung 5 is the water point. It is salty in nature and descending. Lung 7 is better in more superficial dampness, i.e. in the fleshy exterior and muscles, and lung 5 is preferred in cases where the dampness is starting to congeal into phlegm, such as cough and dyspnea. To transform turbid dampness in the middle burner and rectify the qi dynamic of the stomach and spleen, I would go with spleen 5, which is the metal point and resonates with the acrid flavor. It's often indicated for damp heat patterns. Spleen 4 is also an excellent choice, and perhaps better if there's a major disruption to the qi dynamic. To percolate dampness and disinhibit urine in the lower burner, you can't get much better than spleen 9. It's a well-known point for draining dampness and promoting urination. One might be tempted to add a kidney channel point here, but the spleen channel I think is more appropriate since this is a qi level issue. The mechanism is disruption of the qi dynamic rather than diminished Mingmen fire. Additional points can be chosen, such as Ren 6, Ren 12, Stomach 36, Zali 11, etc., to activate the relevant fu organs and to support the core point prescription. Even outside of the area of warm dampness, problems with dampness and damp heat can be addressed in the same manner. So if you have a pattern that maybe you're a little unsure about the Zong Fu differentiation, as long as the signs and symptoms are the same as you would see in chi level dampness or damp heat, head and body, heaviness, oppression in the epigastrium and chest, sticky sweet taste, scanty dark urine, sticky yellow tongue coating, soggy or slippery rapid pulse, you're good to go because the pathomechanism is the same. Because chi level is oftentimes a diagnosis of exclusion, you want to rule out a deeper level, for example, like a Shaoyin cold stage where you would have yang deficiency with diminished Mingmen, because this is a different pathomechanism and a different stage. But if you're dealing with a pathomechanism of damp or damp heat in the middle jiao, disrupting the qi dynamic and engendering more dampness, this can be a good strategy to look at in clinic. All right, and that's all I got for now. Take care.